Hey there guys, Frankomatic here with Cess,
Hi.
and the world map is pretty modern. We're dinosaurs now. Here's a dinosaur, we're gonna kill it. You might notice an odd extra continent island thing there in the middle.
Is it Atlantis? What?
That was odd. Anyways, today's musical excerpt is the tune that plays in the final area dungeon of Evo, the Search for Eden. And if you listen carefully, you might be able to hear the link to this game. And remember the last video a little bit.
Oh.
Yep, it's a reference to a character that does not appear in that game in any form. Also, it's probably kind of hard to see in the sped up part, but there's a pretty hard split, as I mentioned last time, in the evolutionary chain. And we ended up on the left side, which is not really the side I wanted to be on. But we ended up kind of more on the middle, with the middle fees to the left.
Okay.
So this was a set that I had not actually seen, but was not what I was aiming for. I wanted to go over to the right side. But I have actually captured footage of the stuff on the right side that I will throw into a bonus video after we're all done here.
Okay.
The grinding is kind of front-loaded because the stats jump up a lot in this section. And as soon as we get out of this area, we start running into much nastier stuff. Also, if you're wondering where we are, we're in South America, and our goal is to get over to Saudi Arabia, and then Africa. No, Africa first. You probably shouldn't have said that, because no one's going to see that. Also, like, killed us.
Why did you do that?
Well, I turned this into a rhino, apparently. And that's a game over, I guess? Yeah, I'm not sure why it keeps doing the building preview thing, but just ignore it.
Okay.
Probably need to reboot my computer. It's been a few days. But yeah, that was actually me trying to see if I could hop over to the other side. And no, you can't.
So that's how desperately you wanted to be on the other side, huh?
Well, you'll see why eventually. But what have we become now?
Something really awful.
I'm not really sure what we've become now, but I don't enjoy it. Does it have, like, teeth coming out of its lips?
It's like a freaky tusked tapir?
Yeah, kinda. Or like a very more pointy-toothed hippo? With a longer tail?
And longer legs.
I don't like it. I like that thing, though.
You can't be that. Maybe.
The spiky T-Rex. No, we are unable to be the spiky T-Rex on the path we're on. We are locked pretty firmly on the more mammalian side of the evolutionary chain.
At least we get cute ears.
Actually, considering how much I'm getting beat up here, the grinding is probably visually necessary. the numbers have started inflating a lot too. We're hitting for like 1,000 damage.
How come you stopped seeing the blue T-Rexes and now only see these orange horned ones?
The enemies that show up change as you evolve. Weaker ones start going away and stronger ones start taking their place.
I see.
The blue T-Rexes were essentially the baddie's first monster of this area.
So in theory, you could have, like, fought the blue ones until you got, like, a ton of points.
You know, the maximum
bypass.
of 4,000 at this point. Which may or may not have been enough to do more than one level.
Okay. So much for that idea.
I think I actually ended up showing off most of the available forms on this side. Minus the ones on the far, like, directly to the left of the line here, because you cannot hop over that little gap. Now we're a dead mammoth.
Aww.
Double dead. Got X's for eyes. Halo.
Frozen.
And if I do this, it will have less problems.
And then we fed a lost explorer with our carcass.
We were helpful. I'm not sure why becoming a mammoth instantly killed us.
Because we became a mammoth without hair.
Oh, so we became a bad mammoth. Gotcha. And now we became Babar. Already Babar's died. And then got enslaved by a circus.
That tail is not sitting correctly.
Also, from the angle it's drawn, it kind of looks like it's coming out of the side instead of actually the back.
That was what I meant, man.
Why didn't you just say that then? Sitting does not imply that.
Because I have word problems sometimes. Which you know, because you live with me.
So what is this, in your opinion? Aside from worse.
A cross between a horse and a boar.
I don't enjoy it, do you?
Not really.
Yeah, this side is more four-legged mammals. The set of three to the left on the grid is bipeds. And they kind of meet up into a common ground the next evolutionary level down.
When they all become fish again?
But then they all do funnel to a single point, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, but, you know. It's okay. Science isn't that, set in stone, you know.
Not in video games, anyway.
Also, when I was replaying this section, I learned that later on I can actually read a couple of the things, so I can explain what's happening a little bit better when we get there.
What the heck is that?
I have no idea what this is supposed to be. It's some kind of weird...
It's like a
dog.
bear giraffe.
Yeah, long-negged giraffe dog thing. Bear. And now there's absolutely nothing here, so we're basically forced to move on. And look, a glowy thing.
Will it give you points?
No, it's Gaia.
So it is.
I know, it's really disappointing, isn't it? It's like, oh man, I'm gonna get something cool. Nope. I'm gonna get text. I think she just said please at the end of one of those sentences.
How polite.
And here's a guy. Well, here's a bunch of stuff, and also a biped that we can talk to, kind of surrounded by taper boars at the moment. Which is a little unfortunate for him, because I wouldn't want to be surrounded by these things. Would you?
I am every day. In my nightmares. From this day on, anyway.
There's also some flying things moving around. Maybe we'll see what one of those is. Who knows?
You do. You know.
There it is.
What is that?
A little dragon. I don't think it's actually a dragon, but it's kind of looks like one. We can't become that either, currently.
Okay.
On a side note, I did chop this chapter in half, so this is only the first part. And nope, that did not fix it at all. Oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that. Oddly, it seems to be relegated to around the speed-up parts. I'll have to check the video afterwards and make sure it's okay.
Now we get to kill a whole bunch of these things.
Yep. Getting 120 points per.
What's that in the upper left?
We will see that shortly.
Sorry, I sometimes don't know my left from my right.
Because we have to interact with that to move on. Something I learned while I was rerunning this chapter is that doing a low intelligence run is basically impossible, and I don't recommend trying it.
Ah. Okay, so now we're a sloth bear.
Sounds like you don't like it.
I'm not a fan.
Do you like the little dragon guys better?
Yeah, I think I do.
That's fair. Now, you might also notice that we have an extra blank space in our menu. In the short times it pops up. That will be getting filled eventually.
Alright, now let's get back to that dragon.
I turned this into a giraffe.
It's not a dragon.
It's close enough.
Why is it winking at us? I don't like that. Stop that.
I'm also not sure why this is a game over, but it is. Being a giraffe is bad.
Aren't giraffe tongues black? Why is it red?
Like they didn't know that back in the early 90s, late 80s.
Yes, I did.
No one had ever seen a giraffe before at that point.
Liar?
They weren't invented yet.
Your world is stupid.
So we can't be a giraffe. Oh. I did it again, though. This was not on purpose.
I just really like giraffes.
Oh no, I actually went a different direction and it apparently sent me to the same place.
Oh look, actually they didn't color one of those ears.
Oh, you're right. Oh well. Okay, I have no option but to move to the left. And now we're we're that. Whatever that is.
It's like a
bear man thing?
It reminds me of something I saw in a tapestry once.
This is what that is, by the way.
What the heck?
We get an option, but neither of them really do much of anything right now. I think we have to pick the top one to move on, even though we can't help.
I understand what's happening.
Some saber-toothed tigers are attacking a mammoth.
See, the one on the right didn't look like a saber-toothed tiger. It looked like something with a really messed up face.
Also, this poor dragon is trapped in the ice, so let's free it.
Like, murdering it?
From life.
Why don't you like the snow and ice?
It's too cold.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I just remembered, I'm gonna have to put another flashing lights warning on this, since there's a couple of spots where we gotta walk through a lot of, ice. Like this. This kinda counts, I guess. So this area is, full of interesting things.
What's that blue thing?
Oh, we'll see, don't worry. You might like it.
It's cute! I like it.
It's got an ET figure.
I want one for a pet. Can we get one?
Not that one.
We can name him Gregor.
Here comes something else that's about to run into us.
And then, when he makes that face, he can just be Grumpy Gregor.
That's a good name. Alright, and now... we're a monkey.
Ugh.
And here's a lizard man.
Look at its face. It's the worst looking monkey I've ever seen depicted in my life.
You like the lizard man better?
Yeah, I do.
I'm imagining the slap fight between this monkey and that lizard man in my head.
I don't know how the monkey won.
The lizard man didn't want to look at its face anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh. All evolution has brought us to this point.
What? A mud man?
That's the missing link between humans and animals.
Sure.
Or maybe it's this. It's waiting for somebody to throw in a football.
Hike.
So the fun part of this little kind of dungeon area is that there's no healing points in it. There are some Gaia points, though.
And I shall call him Charlie Brown. Forever waiting for the football.
Poor Mr. Brown.
You dodge that enemy.
I went back for it, don't worry.
See, this time you have the advantage because you have longer arms.
Part of the reason to dodge enemies in here, though, is, as mentioned, you can't heal, so if you take a bunch of damage, you're not in a great spot.
Is that a new concept for you?
In this game. Hey look, it's a...
Fuzzier monkey.
and it hates us, so let's kill it. Also, we cannot walk up the shiny ramps, they're slides. Actually, the real trick is, since you have to walk over some damage tiles to get back to the healing area, you can't be too hurt when you leave. Unless you want to just sit and wait. This mammoth is lamenting the fact that he can't climb that vine. Probably. Yeah, there was a free almost 1,600 Evo points. But what will become next? I'm sure you probably don't care.
Yeah, you're right.
Got any guesses?
A cuter mookie, maybe? A lemur?
Not mean to run into you again. No. So there's a new trick the game pulls. By walking up to this vine, instead of just letting us walk up it, some text happens, and then we automatically climb it.
Okay. Why there's so many?
Look, man, I like free stuff. Alright, which way did I evolve this? I didn't. Why did I not? So this was the entire reason we came up here.
To look at bones?
Not just to look at bones.
To eat bones?
To acquire a bone.
Which bone did we take?
Just one.
Which one? Ah.
Is that better? You
No.
like that better?
Abort.
What's wrong with this one?
Well, it has one eye, like a cyclops eye. And instead of a nose, it has a couple of little slits. And its mouth seems to be two mouths.
Look, you can just find fault with anything, can't you?
Yeah. I can.
This is one of Gaia's beautiful creatures. How can you be so harsh on it?
Well, I just showed you how.
Also, despite being a fuzzy man, we still don't like the cold. So by getting that bone, we can come back here, and now we can actually help. Somehow. Now they're gone. Bye.
Okay.
And with that tiger out of the way, we can move on. To the flashing light zone, unfortunately. As we walk across the land bridge over to Russia.
Didn't connect all the way.
Yeah. We had to swim a little bit, it's fine. Also over here there are actual mammoths that we can fight.
They're cute!
They like to stay on the ice though, so I don't think I chased too many of them down. There's also a dude over there. Maybe we should see what his deal is.
Nah, people don't like dudes.
Well, we're gonna talk to him anyway, because I think you have to. This next part features a series of events that is really kind of hard to figure out, but I finally have it figured out 100% from my replay-through of this. I'm not certain if you actually need to talk to this guy first or not, is the only still confusing bit.
Okay.
But in this upcoming area, we've got a few places we can go, and this man. Also, we got, some more grinding.
Yay. Whoa.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Why is he melting?
Well, wouldn't he be?
Because it's cold.
Here we go. Whoops, we became King Kong.
So ugly. Why is it like Man-Beard King Kong?
Well, don't worry, King Kong gets killed in the end, so it's fine.
It just looks wrong.
You know, the lady he has captured doesn't really seem that, concerned.
Not only that, but the, like, shoulder is going into the beard.
Look. He's cheap King Kong. He's just a guy in a costume, man, it's okay.
It's not okay. I don't like him.
Don't like the naked man?
Nope, not a fan.
With chalk and a stick. The cat just yawned at me. And now we're gonna beat up more stuff. There's a very good reason I'm doing more grinding here. As soon as we get out of this area, it becomes full of really nasty, awful stuff. Here, we got some pants. We evolved pants.
Yay!
Well, a loincloth, I guess, but...
Good enough.
We also traded in our stick for a rock. And for some reason there's a mammoth in the jungle. What are you doing here, buddy?
Hanging out. Becoming food.
Hey look, it's Farmer Us. Let's brain it with a rock. Until it stops looking at us like that.
Wasn't it basically the same expression that we're wearing, though?
Alright, so here we've got the sad music. For a town of friendly, like, furry ape men.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got some healing rocks. They also have a teleporter in their cave.
Are you not talking to anyone?
Because I don't think I saw those guys. Also, we come up here, we talk to these guys. And eventually... we get a choice. Do we want to progress or not? For all intents and purposes. Now we've done that, we have to go somewhere else. That is the start of the event chain here.
Okay. Still not gonna go talk to that person. Be less blind. This is why you're not that good at RPGs.
Alright, from here we have to go find another little village that's nearby. Do I go there first, or do I go to the other place first? No, looks like I'm heading there first. It's this one. And it's weird, and I don't like it.
Are they octopus people, or are they dead people?
They're, like, laying on their backs. And there's this guy who's in the way. We need to keep going that way, but that guy won't get out of the way. And now I make a mistake, and I leave. Thinking I don't... Oh no, I head up this way. Because there is a prize up here. Also, see that man that was on the bottom, over on the right there?
Mm-hmm.
I should be talking to that guy. Also, there's a bunch of dudes that just walk around randomly and they will trap you. So this place is horrible. They will trap you and just keep bumping into you and talking to you over and over again, like this.
Fantastic.
I learned there's kind of a way to deal with this from those videos. If you save and then load, everybody that's walking around will disappear. But this happens.
This is good.
Please, sir. So, thinking I had done what I needed to do there, even though I hadn't, it's time to move on. You don't need to come down here, and you shouldn't, because it's full of nasty stuff. And you can get to Australia this way, but there's nothing in Australia, so don't do that.
What's up with General Lizard Man here?
He's dead. It's fine.
How long does this take you to realize?
I eventually speeded up, because it took a while.
Are you gonna level yourself up anymore?
Okay, so what we need to do... The third area is this volcano over there. Which I gotta check out, but it's not actually ready for us yet. Because I screwed up. This is a much safer leveling place, even though again it doesn't have a healing spot. But the stuff here is far less nasty than General Lizard Man and his buddies outside. Also, you might notice we have our fourth option there. It is items, of which we currently have one.
Is the one item a rock?
No, it's that bone we picked up earlier.
Oh.
You can use it. It doesn't seem to do anything as far as I can tell. It makes a noise, and then you get punched.
Ah.
Now we're a naked man again, with a big stick.
It's the ugliest man critter yet. Maybe not more ugly than Smush Face Monkey, but...
Yeah, I decided to level up here again, because it's nicer. We have brought war to this world. I'm pretty sure I eventually try using the stick to show what happens, unless I accidentally sped that up. But this volcano is our midpoint for the event chain. I'm gonna borrow your healing rocks.
that you have out on a pole for some reason.
Alright, so what I'm doing now is going back to talk to that dude up there. Had I actually not missed talking to that man in the other place, that would have moved the event chain forward. because he would have something different to say. And this is where I got very confused. What have I done wrong? Also, here is a dragon man, and this guy is a huge jerk.
Wow.
And here comes why he's a huge jerk. He has a skill that gives him 2 moves. And no matter what, they will always get that off once before you kill them. I've never managed to kill them before they do that once. A lot of times they'll crit you twice in a row too, which is real cool.
Hit him with the stick.
This is a bad time. Now I bet you guys are wondering, well, I figure out what I did wrong before this part ends. And even better, those guys aren't worth that much more than the other stuff, even though they're way harder to kill. So my general recommendation for the 0 of you that are going to play this afterwards is that you don't fight those guys.
Nice pro tip.
Unless, and this undoubtedly will happen a bit later on when you're a little more prepared for it, you have no option but to fight them because they're directly in the way. Or you could cheat and just save and reload to delete them.
Stop encouraging cheating.
Look, the game cheated first.
How?
By making those dudes.
That's not cheating.
Making those dudes too cool. Earth, please, chill out. But the real reason not to go to Australia is that, it tends to be infested with the dragon men. So, much like... this glowy thing is our eventual end goal for this part here. This chain of events. It's a goblin. Hi.
What?
Just a goblin.
Why does it have bronze?
It's a goblin.
An iron.
It's a goblin. They know that. They know that kind of thing. We're just a stupid naked man. We don't know anything about bronze or iron.
Why did goblins not rule the world then?
Well, we just killed it. That cave you could see on to the left of that water point we were at is actually the end of this chapter, but we can't get there from here.
No, you just said the glowy thing up there was the end.
No, it's the end of this segment of this chapter.
Oh.
We have to get to the point where we can talk to that, but we can't right now because,
Because of you.
Well, yeah, I'm not certain what the actual reason is, but it's not talking to us right now. And to answer your question, it's looking like no, we will not resolve this situation in Part A. You'll just have to wait till next time. Ha. Ha.
I didn't ask that question.
Ha. Don't go down to Deathland, buddy. Oh look, wait, I figured out, maybe I didn't do something here? Maybe I need to talk to this guy again? No? Maybe these guys?
So close. Now I actually am curious. Will you do it before the end?
Well, considering the end is like right now.
Ugh.
Rip.
Idiot.
See you guys next time.